El Salvador, once synonymous with gang violence, is undergoing a surprising transformation. The small Central American nation is experiencing a dramatic decline in crime, particularly homicides. This shift has captured global attention. Is El Salvador becoming a safer place, even surpassing parts of the United States? The answer is complex, with nuances that require careful examination. Statistics paint a striking picture of El Salvador's security gains. In 2015, the country had a staggering homicide rate of 103 per 100,000 people. By 2023, this number plummeted to just 8 per 100,000. Recent data reveals an even more dramatic drop to 4.9 per 100,000. To put this into perspective, certain U.S. cities like St. Louis and Baltimore have homicide rates exceeding 50 per 100,000. This remarkable turnaround is difficult to ignore. The driving force behind this security shift is President Nayib Bukele and his controversial territorial control plan. Implemented in March 2022, this plan involves a state of emergency that has been renewed multiple times. It grants the government sweeping powers to combat gangs. Over 82,000 suspected gang members have been arrested, and the military presence has significantly increased. Bukele's approach has been lauded by many for restoring order. However, Bukele's methods have drawn sharp criticism from human rights organizations. The state of emergency has led to the suspension of fundamental rights, including freedom of assembly and due process. There are widespread reports of arbitrary detentions, torture, and inhumane prison conditions. Critics argue that the government is prioritizing security at the expense of human rights. Section 5. The American Nightmare. Meanwhile, the United States grapples with its own set of safety challenges. While the national homicide rate is lower than El Salvador's historical figures, it remains significantly higher than in other developed countries. Gun violence, particularly mass shootings, continues to plague the nation. Systemic issues within law enforcement and deep political divisions further complicate the situation. Section 6. A Tale of Two Futures. The future of safety in both countries hangs in the balance. El Salvador's continued progress depends on its ability to balance effective crime reduction with respect for human rights. The long-term societal impact of Bukele's policies remains uncertain. The United States, on the other hand, must confront its deep-rooted issues of gun violence, inequality, and systemic racism. Section 7. Exploring El Salvador safely. Despite the ongoing controversies, El Salvador is becoming an increasingly popular tourist destination. The country boasts stunning beaches, lush rainforests, and ancient Mayan ruins. For travelers venturing to El Salvador, safety should be a top priority. Sticking to well-traveled areas, avoiding isolated places after dark, and using official transportation are essential precautions. Section 8. Tourist hotspots, beauty and security. Several tourist areas in El Salvador are considered relatively safe, with increased police presence. San Salvador, the capital city, offers a vibrant cultural experience. La Libertad is a surfer's paradise. The Ruta de las Flores, a scenic route through coffee plantations, provides a glimpse into rural life. El Tunco Beach and Santa Ana Volcano are also popular destinations. Section 9. A Safer Tomorrow? The question of whether El Salvador is truly safer than the USA is not easily answered. Both countries face unique challenges and are on different trajectories. While El Salvador's progress in reducing crime is undeniable, the methods used raise serious concerns. The United States, on the other hand, must confront its own demons to create a safer future. Only time will tell how these complex narratives will unfold.